Oh, the dice gods are not happy. It's Wolfdale. I'm back again. My third game of the day. Stoner handily handed me my ass in the last two, so this time we're gonna finish off that battle versus Cygnar and Circle. Jay's back. He's here to get a whooping, and it's gonna be 50-point Nemo, because it was supposed to be what's his face, right?
Cray.
It's supposed to be not Cray. Cray died. It was supposed to be Kane.
Yeah.
But you know from the last game he's scared, and so it's gonna be Nemo this time, and it's gonna be Pkruegar, and Pkruegar of course is the man. So it's lightning versus lightning, 50-point grudge match. Let me turn around and show you what we brought.
Okay, so fighting for the forces of Cygnar here, we have Journeyman and Martial Hunter. We have Stormblades plus their unit detachment. We have Nemo with his battle group, which consists of Squire, Stormblade, Ironclad, and Lancer. And then, of course, Arlen's right there mixing it up. And then over here we have the Arcane Tempest Gun Mages with a Martial Charger. So, on to Circle.
Alright, Circle. Start over here. I think I just turned the camera upside down. I hope that doesn't mess with the video. I did. Apologies to you at home. Alright, so we've got the Wolves, then we've got Warwolves and Reeves. I brought along the Silent Stalking Stonekeeper and his stones, Gorax, because he's a Fury Monkey. I've got Kruegar, the Prime version. I've got Wolves, Pureblood, and a Feral. The Warden, and of course the Druids, and we've got some terrain that's difficult terrain, thorn bushes, and rifts. That's a hill, everything else is woods, and I get to go first, so I'll be back right after Circle. Okay, end of Circle turn 1. Druids ran to here, Wolf ran to here, Warden walked up to here, riled, walked the Pureblood up to here, riled, Gorax teleported from here, he walked into the stones and teleported, stones stayed stationary, Reeves ran to here, Wolves ran to here, that Warwolf ran to there. Pkruegar popped Skyborn, Deflection, and put Lightning Tendrils on the Feral, who ran to there, and on to Cygnar's turn.
Alright, Cygnar turn 1. Things did not go as well as I would have liked.
Hey, you got first blood.
Yeah, I got first blood, but that's not going to count for much in a moment.
Get your first blood!
Gun Mages and Charger moved up. They all took shot. Well, the gun Mages weren't in range, but the Charger took a shot over here and rolled Snake Eyes on damage, so actually managed to do nothing. Ironclad moved up, Lancer ran forward and channeled Chain Lightning up into the Reavers, and then was recipient of Electrify.
They're running.
They're running, yes.
The Reavers are running.
Yeah.
The Reavers are running.
The Stormclad ran forward, and then Arlen cast Evasive on him. The Stormblades ran, Journeyman cast Arcane Shield on them, and the Hunter moved up, took a shot, and killed the Warwolf that was up there. And then, yeah, Junior's kind of hanging it back there. So that's it for Cygnar turn 1, on to Circle.
Circle turn 2, already engaged. The Warwolf ran up to engage the Charger and the Mages.
Where's the light switch?
And then the Wolves ran up to match suit. The Rees, still failing their check to command, are bolting into the night. Pkruegar moved up and he cast Skyborn. He did Tornado to throw the Lancer away, and he did one more thing, didn't he? That was 6. Oh, and he upcapped Lightning Tendrils on the Feral. Feral ran to here. Gorax came out of the woods here, riled a bit. Stones shifted upward. Over here, the Pureblood breathed on the Hunter and did significant damage. How much is that now?
It has less than 2 columns left.
Cannon and the axe are damaged. The Druids walked up to here and put their effect around. These guys shot at the Hunter and dragged it closer. The Warden walked up and zapped the Hunter with Chain Lightning. It fizzled out into the Stormblades, didn't do any damage, and I believe it's on to Cygnar turn 2 now.
Okay, so Cygnar turn 2. Over here we have a nice big mess of Stormdowns. My Stormblades and my Stormclad all charged the Druids. Managed to kill half the squad, and they hung around, so that's, not so great, but I was hoping I'd kind of drive them back. The Journeyman moved, his Hunter ran over here and let Arlen work his handiwork, but only removed 1 point from his gun, so at least it's back in service. Nemo cast Locomotion and Deflection. The Ironclad used Locomotion to charge over to the Feral and do some damage. Lancer moved up and took a poke at the Gorax, but missed. And over here, the Charger hit the Warwolf and killed it. And the unengaged gun mages shot and killed half of the wolves of Orboros, and the one that was engaged swung and missed with his sword. Poor bastard. So, that's it for Circle, and that's it for Cygnar, and now we're on to Circle.
Okay, Circle turn 3. Kruegar popped his feet, vaporized all the gun mages, didn't damage that guy. These two guys killed the last mage that was there, came up, did a little bit of damage to the charger. So when Kruegar got up here, he also cast Skywarn and upkept... No, he didn't upkept.
Lightning Tendrils, he dropped it.
Yeah, so why do I still have 4 Fury? Yeah, anyway. Gorax came... Gorax was teleported into the rear arc of the Ironclad, wailed under the lot. Warpwolf Feral picked up the Ironclad, pitched him into the Lancer. Pureblood came over, finished off the Ironclad. The Stone guys, they teleported. The Druids repositioned, but the big story here was the trample charge that went over top of the Storm Knights, killing 2 of them by the Warden. And then the Druids zapped the officer. They moved him, but unable to damage him. I also killed the Squire up here with the feet turn, but the mechanic was immune to it. Now the Druids are precariously placed, and I have way too much Fury on the board, so we're going to be laughing next round when that kicks in, and I'll pass it over to the...
Alright, so my charger couldn't really do much, so it hit one wolf, squished him, and then took lightning damage for not leaving Kruegar's previous attack area. The Stormclad ran or walked over here into the back arc of the Gorax and managed to hit the Gorax, and then the lightning leap after that killed the Feral, hit the Gorax again, killed it, and then the Electro Leap hit the front stone and destroyed it. So the Stormclad was actually fairly productive. Hunter moved over and took a shot at the Feral before the Stormclad had moved in. Arlen tried to fix the Hunter and botched, rolled boxcars. Lancer moved forward, engaged the Druids, couldn't really do anything else other than that. Stormblades moved in and started chipping away at the Warden, didn't really do a whole lot. Nemo, he moved forward and popped his feet, did some damage to both the Pureblood and the Warden. So that's it for Circle, that's it for Cygnar, back to Circle.
Okay, at the end of Circle turn 5, I think. Hit this guy for 1 point of damage. Kruegar moved over to here, tornadoed the Ironclad into all these guys. Damaged Nemo for 5 points of damage, nothing on Arland. Damaged the Hunter, took out his cannon again. The Ironclad, they're all knocked down. This guy, before I used Tornado, I used Rockhammer, and geez, I wish I hadn't because I missed Nemo. I would have been auto hit right now, but anyway. Missed, it scattered, it hit the Hunter for a bit of damage, hit Arland and glanced off. Next, these guys moved over, medicated the Pureblood, tried to push the Lancer away, couldn't do it. The Warpwolf moved over here, he breathed on him and the Storm Lancer while he was there, that he did some damage to both of them. Then the Wold Warden, fully maxed out outside of my control radius, basically punched the officer, punched one of the knights, killed them both, and we're on to Cygnar turn 5.
Alright, so Cygnar's turn. Charger moved in just a little bit, tried to hit with hammer, missed. Over here, the Arlen just had to sacrifice his movement to stand, so he ended up casting evasive because he wasn't in base to base with the Hunter. Hunter moved, took a shot at the Wold Warden, missed. Stormclad moved over. The Warden wasn't in his front arc, so he couldn't charge. So he threw an Electro Blast, did a little bit. The Journeyman fired with his hand cannon, did 2 points of damage. Nemo ran away. Stormblades did some damage to the Wold Warden. Lancer moved forward, and did he do some damage to the... Yeah, he did a little bit of damage to the Pureblood, I believe.
Yeah, like 4 points.
Yeah, so, and that's it for Cygnar, so on to Circle.
Okay, I'm going to start with the noobs here. These guys have freaked out in the first round of combat, and they have refused to come back to combat. I've rolled 9s and 10s and 11s every time to try and get them to come back. The Reeves are basically going, no way, no how, so they're out of combat completely. I moved the Pureblood up. He whipped the Lancer, hit Arlen, hit the Hunter, knocked them both down. This guy tried to get a thing off on Nemo and missed. It scattered into the Ironclad. Blast damage did nothing. Whiffed with both Warden attacks. His strength, his body's gone, so he hit the one guy, but he didn't do enough damage. Next, pKruegar cast Skyborn, flew over here, took an attack, 2 attacks, boosted on the whatchamacallit? The Lancer, right? Got it down to like, he's got like 1 box left on both his arms, so he's still able to swing, but that's it. And the Hunter has 1 box left, and he's basically chewed to crap. I got 2 focus left on pKruegar over here. I did like 3 more points of damage to the Charger, so it's just a tar pit scenario, and we're going to pass it over to Cygnar.
Alright, Cygnar. Charger managed to kill another wolf. Over here, both Nemo and Journeyman kind of ran over to the hill for cover. Stormblades took another couple chips out of the Warden. But the big story is over here. The Stormclad was supercharged by Nemo, having 5 focus. Came over and did 2 boosted damage attacks on pKruegar, and even with overflowing it to the pure blood, pKruegar falls. So Cygnar takes it in a desperate attempt to hold pKruegar off from Nemo. So, good game.
And I told you, Nemo would be good against swords.
Yeah, so there we have it. 2 lightning freaks go at it, and Nemo comes out on top. So that is game.